What's up, Movie Squad? Today I'm going to review Marvel Zombies trailer, and I have heard about this project a while back, and to be honest, I haven't been too interested in it. It's just kind of, oh, whatever. So I didn't even know it was coming out this month. So we got a trailer the other day, and I guess it has been a little late hearing about this project. Till now, it's coming out the end of this month, but we got our first trailer, and man, it packed a punch. And I will say, as somebody who wasn't really interested, I get the premise. So the whole story with the Marvel Zombies is pretty much what you expect. The Avengers and Marvel characters get affected with zombie virus, and you have a small group of heroes that didn't get infected and have to fight off the horde of zombies, Avengers, and other superhero characters. So it really is an interesting story, and obviously it has a lot of blood and gore, and because of zombies. And I think you could have went the route with maybe TV-14, but they did go R or TV mature. And having seen the trailer, I think that was a brilliant idea. Not everything has to be R and gore, but it really painted a big picture of what they wanted this to be. And I think the visual gore and guts and the music style, the trailer really lets you know what you're in for. This violent, bloody battle. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to take place in the what if scenario or another universe, but I assume it's one of those. And I like the idea of Marvel doing more animated stuff, and I think this is a great start. I don't know if this is going to be any good, but based off this trailer alone, it looks awesome. So the key points I want to talk about is some of the main shots that we see the horde of zombies that seem to be controlled by a Scarlet Witch zombie, and we see Captain America zombie, and the team that we're gonna have against them includes the likes of Shang-Chi, Yelena, Blade, and some other characters, Ms. Marvel, and all those smaller characters. That makes sense because these are characters that you need to show more moving forward, establish, and people gravitate to. So I think it's smart putting these characters in the forefront of the story, especially Shang-Chi. He needs a lot of screen time, and they've been really doing a disservice to his character because he was one of the few characters that actually did really well, all things considered, with COVID and all that. I know I've talked about this a lot, but it really is a disservice to not continue. But they are, from what it looks like, right those wrongs. So I'm curious to see what they do with this series or movie. I think it's one of those. So there is a lot of great shots. We see them fighting the horde, the zombies, and I don't know how that's gonna work out because it just seems like they only showed a handful of characters, and you got all these super powered zombies. What are you gonna do, type of thing, right? So you have Shang-Chi and Katie. They're back, the duo back together, and we actually see Katie use some of Shang-Chi's rings, which is interesting because she would need a little power up too, but at the same time, did she really need to use his rings? I guess so, but I do think she should have her own arc and maybe get her own weapons or boost. Also, we see Spider-Man. That's actually a great point, that Spider-Man is a part of the team that's going to fight the infected zombies. He decapitates zombie heads with his webs. I've never seen anything like that, but that's awesome. Like Spider-Man being that hardcore. This ain't your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is hardcore, I'm gonna rip your head off with my webs type of Spidey. So that's gonna be really cool to see a darker Spidey. And Blade, man, that action scene when Blade fought Ghost was so cool, fast, and he just countered all of her attacks when she's teleporting behind them and left and right, and he decapitates her. That was really cool. There's a shot where Thor actually pulls up. So having discussed more of these characters, it does seem like they are getting more power hitters for the team alive against the dead. So that'll be interesting to see. We got Thor now we have Thor as a character that is still alive. Spidey, Shang-Chi, Yelena, Blade. So it is ramping up to be a pretty decent team. And there was another shot where Thor arrives at a battle, kind of reminiscent of the Wakanda scene where he pulls up with Stormbreaker, but this time he's up against Scarlet Witch and the army of undead Avengers. So that looked really cool, and I think I'm missing something else, but for the most part that was the main things that stood out to me. I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do with this. That trailer was awesome, and as a trailer alone, that was one of the best trailers that they released. Not just because it was the action looked great and there was a lot of it, but it's just the way they filmed the trailer, they cut it, and it just looked really awesome. So let me know, guys, what you all think in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts, and if you have not, please subscribe, hit the like button, the bell icon, and hit all so you get notified for all my content. Thank you guys, and until next video, Chino out.